is slowly disappearing, guys. Living in an RV, more restricted. Tiny homes, banned in a lot of places. Camping long term, illegal. Sleeping in your car, ticketed. Even owning land doesn't mean you can live on it how you want to. And it makes you start asking the question, why? Why does it feel like every exit door is being quietly closed? Because it's not just about housing here. And when people find a way to live cheaper, well, they step outside the system. And that's something the system doesn't like. Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe. It'd really help out. Now let's talk about something a lot of you have been noticing, but maybe haven't yet put into words. There was a time when if life got too expensive here, you had options. You could downsize, move, live simpler, find a way. But now, well, those options are shrinking. They're regulated, they're priced out, or made illegal. And today I want to talk about that and why that is. Because when we start seeing the pattern here, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Have you noticed this where you guys are at? Are cheap living options disappearing or getting restricted? Tell me down below. I'd like to see how widespread this is, because I think it's bigger than we all realize. So, not long ago, people had options. If you hit hard times, you had fallback plans. You could live in a trailer. You could stay on a piece of land, camp for a while, fix something up slowly, and live rough for a bit, and rebuild. And it wasn't comfortable, of course not, but it was possible. There were exit doors, real ones, and people used them. And they got through hard times because those doors existed. But now, well, those doors are being locked, one by one, and quietly. Let's talk about RV living for a moment. Because for a lot of people, this is the last affordable option. Small space, lower costs, mobility, and freedom.
Call all Yahawashi. It's your brother Barak coming back out here with another one through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi. Double honors unto the elders and apostles over there, great millstone, who rule well and taught me the truth, and a sincere citation unto the brother and pushing his word through truth and sincerity, risking life for them to do so. Okay, I'm the brother Barak, come back here with another one through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. And a serious citation unto the brother and pushing his word through truth and sincerity, risking their life and freedom to do so. Alright. I thought I'd make a video on this because this basically ties into everything else that's currently going on in the sense of shortages. I like to call it, when I make my videos through the spirit, I like to call it the lack of luxury, right? Because America is getting they're losing those luxuries, man. All right, you heard him break it down, right? Essentially alternatives or options. Your guys are running out of options, man. And the reason why the Lord's doing that is because you're gonna have to pick. Okay? You people are gonna have to pick whether you want to serve man or serve the Lord. That's the times that we're essentially coming into. And what do we mean by that, man? You're either gonna have to choose this world, Esau and the chip, or you're gonna choose the kingdom, all right, the Lord, and obviously be an Israelite, man. All right, which is essentially bear thy cross. Okay, a lot of these people are getting ready to struggle, man, and they're already struggling as is. They're struggling right now. But when I say struggle, I mean struggle. They're not gonna have nowhere to live. Okay, they're not gonna have nowhere to live. Everything is at an all-time high. Okay, we've been paying attention to the news and everything, and now they're talking about 15% ethanol gas. So they're talking about putting unprocessed gas in cars. You already know what that's going to do to the engine, your fuel pump, your fuel lines. That's going to destroy your car, man. All right. Right. That's going to destroy your car. There's job shortages. Okay. The places to rent are getting smaller and smaller and more expensive. Okay, guys. So y'all put two and two together, man. All right. We've been trying to warn you guys about this because this is what the scriptures have been telling us. Okay. And this ain't Edomite, man. Esau is pretty smart in the aspect of, he's a minimalist. That's how a lot of Edomites get their wealth. Like they'll rack up their wealth and they'll live like bummy for 15 years. They'll eat a poor diet. They'll work the same job. They'll save majority of that paycheck. They'll get that credit score up. And that is still not enough. There's people who are retiring with 401ks. That's not enough. They talked about how Social Security is running out. That's not enough. You already know that Social Security is going to. They're not even allowed to touch it, but they still did. You already know who they gave that to. Okay, guys? So we are forewarning you. We foresee the future and what's coming down the pipeline, and we're warning you on what's coming. Okay, there's not be no alternatives. Obviously, for the men of the Lord, they're the exception. The elect are the exception because we're however the Lord gonna preserve us, man. However the Lord is gonna preserve us. Okay, matter of fact, we'll grab that. But however the Lord is gonna preserve us, He might preserve us through a family member. Okay. The Lord probably gonna preserve us to a family member. Like, we're not gonna have nowhere to live, and that family member's gonna take us in. They're gonna feed us. It might even be a goddamn stranger off the street, man, that's seen you teach one time. You don't know how it's gonna go. We don't know how it's exactly gonna go, but we do know the Lord will preserve us. But for you people out here, these Edomites and all that, your judgment is written, man. It's already written. Okay? Your judgment's already written, man. Okay, this guy's breaking it down perfectly. He said, there used to be, alternatives and means to life. That's gone. That's a thing of the past. Okay, because Esau wants you to fully rely on him so that when he offers that charagma, y'all gonna take it. You see, Esau don't have to force the charagma on you guys. He's gonna do things by the means of, I'll call it passive aggression. He's gonna, you guys don't want to buy electric cars? Okay, then he's gonna find another route, a sneaky route, economically wise, to get y'all to buy cars. Boost fuel prices, inflation. He's gonna start a war on purpose so that some of his markets can make money. And y'all know that Donald Trump is a businessman, guys. He's a businessman before he's a president. So you already know how everything's going down. It's for the business and the benefit to put money into Esau's pocket. Psalm chapter 21 verse 7, it says, the Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. Okay? Right? So even in these times, because these people, their evil's going to come upon them. People are going to take their things, even the little things that they had, right? I don't know if you guys watched the movie The Road, but everybody had nothing. And the dude in the road, he had a gun, and he took the guy's clothes. He stripped him down. He didn't even have boots, man. The last thing he had on was an underwear. He stripped him down to his underwear, man. So that's the analogy of people are going to be stripping you down. Y'all gonna say, I ain't got nothing. Someone's going to take your boots. Someone might take your jacket, guys. Someone might take your hat. Someone might take your what is it called? Your pants. Because they look good. Or theirs is ripped and theirs is dirty and theirs is smelly and yours isn't. So they're going to take yours. Watch those post-apocalyptic movies. Every time someone's dead, you see a person running the street and they just take their stuff. They take their clothes. Or they might even take the whole body and eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the times we're getting ready to come into, man. All right? The minimalistic lifestyle don't work no more. People are talking about cancel your subscriptions. Get 2 jobs. Dude, those things are things of the past, guys. Those things don't work no more. Having 3 jobs is worthless. You might as well just go on government assistance. You'll make more on there and preserve your energy more. Okay? But that's what's getting ready to come to this world, man. And minus the elect. The elect will be preserved, guys. This scripture that I'm reading right here is for the elect. The elect will be preserved from all evil. So any snot, even in death, because the Lord will protect us even in death. Because we're going to return unto the Lord. If you die, you return unto the Lord, man. And on top of that, you're taken away from the evils to come. The scriptures actually speak about that. Okay? it says, he shall preserve thy soul. Okay? So your soul is your spirit. What's your spirit? Your spirit is your mind. Because the Hebrew word mind, for mind, Salaki, the Hebrew word for mind is lab, which means your spirit. Okay? Or your heart, Salaki, it's your heart. Salakia. Okay, your lab is your heart, man. Okay, which is obviously your mind. Okay? Verse 8, it says, the Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. So no matter where we go, man, wherever we go in, wherever we go out, wherever we are on the earth, you can be in China, you can be, and the Lord might transport you out of a bad city. Like some brothers are in New York, the elders of the apostles, and some of the brothers are in New York. Those brothers might get teleported out there. They might get teleported to Utah via chariot. A chariot might come and beam them up and put them in the wilderness in Utah and preserve them there. And it might just be there for the whole entirety of Jacob's trouble. So these types of miracles are getting ready to happen. I already did the breakdowns on the spiritual power that's getting ready to come. Yo, man. Because we're going to be eaten, guys. What did the Lord say? In hunger, we shall laugh. Why are we gonna laugh? Because everybody that scoffed and mocked us, you're crazy. You believe in God. Oh, you're just sitting there doing nothing. Oh, those biblical scriptures ain't gonna come to pass in our lifetime, right? That's what they were telling us, guys. Right? So we're gonna scoff them when they're starving to death, when they have to eat their pet. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna scoff and mock them, right? The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Okay? So forevermore is everlasting. So the Lord's going to protect his elect. The Lord has always protected his elect. Okay? All right? Let me play a little bit more of this.
Or at least it used to be. But now, well, cities are banning overnight parking. Walmarts are cracking down now. Counties restricting long-term stays. Campgrounds are raising their prices as they're being bought out by private equity. And lot rents are going through the roof. So when you try to live simply here, suddenly you're running into rules everywhere. Because RV living here breaks the model. You don't need as much, and you don't consume as much, and you don't pay as much either. And that creates a problem here for systems that rely on consistency. Now, tiny homes here should have been a solution, guys. They're simple, they're efficient, affordable, but what...
Ain't shit gonna be efficient outside of Yahawashi. Okay, there is no safety net. There's no covering without Yahawashi in these times that's going to come. None. No miracle will happen outside Yahawashi. Okay? All you Edomites that are doomsday prepping, you're buying thousands and thousands of dollars worth of food, guns, ammunition. That's for the elect, man. All right, and we're not going to need no guns to protect ourselves. All right, we're not going to need no gun. We're not going to need no ammunition, grenades. No, we got the Spirit of the Lord. The Lord is our shield and buckler, man. Because that's what's getting ready to happen. And even some random Joes out there, they're going to just rob you. They're going to come up in your crib. Like I just broke down, man. People are going to take whatever they can. For a can of beans, people are going to beat people upside the head and delete them just for that. Just for a can of beans, they're going to go out there and delete people. You best believe it. All right. It says Psalm chapter 37 and verse 19. It says, let's lock it. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. So ashamed is what, guys? Shame. You're not going to be ashamed. Oh, I should have prayed more. Oh, I should have celebrated the Lord more. I should have went to church. That's how these people are going to be thinking in that day. That's how they're going to be thinking. Oh, I should have got closer to God. Oh, I should have. That's how they're going to be thinking, guys. The Lord said in famine, we going to be satisfied. We're going to eat, guys. We good. We got the best thing out here. Yahawashi. They're the same ones calling us crazy for believing in something mythical or a fantasy book, fairy tales. That's what they were telling us, guys. That's why the Lord gonna squeeze that. The Lord gonna squeeze the life force out of these people, man. Okay, and it's a damn Edomite on the screen too. All right, these Edomites gonna feel it though. Yo, they gonna feel it the worst because Jake already used to dealing with that shit. Jake just gonna perish. You know what I mean? But the Lord gonna give them a hard death. But you Edomites, man, oh yeah, y'all gonna feel it, man, because everyone's gonna be on y'all ass. All the immigrants, even the heathen immigrants. Then you got Jake, you got Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom. Yeah, everybody's gonna be. It's not. That's why the elders apostle always said. They said in those times to come, you better wish you were not an Edomite. That's what the elders and apostles said. You better wish you are not an Edomite, man. If you're an Edomite that day, it's gonna be equivalent to being a woman, man. You're gonna get packed up so fast because people automatically gonna think you got it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna think you have a gun. They're gonna want to take your gun. They're gonna think you have food. They already know y'all got women. You're gonna have your woman, your daughters. You already know what's gonna happen there. Isaiah 13 tells you about that. Okay, all these cheap ways of living, all this cut, man. Jobs being cut, homes going up, rent going up, food going up, gas going up. Esau doing it all on purpose all the way because he's trying to collapse that system. He wants that charagma. Esau knows the time is short, guys. You don't think he observes the times too? He knows what time it is. He wants that New World Order ASAP. But there's a few chess pieces that need to be put to play, and obviously we know Yahawashi is the orchestra of that. Okay? The Lord said in famine, ye shall be satisfied. Who's the they? His elect. His elect. All right, let me grab one more. We'll just wrap it up, man. Point's pretty much been made. All right. Let's play this a little bit.
Do we see here? We're seeing minimum square footage laws, zoning restrictions, permit requirements, and utility mandates. And you can't just build something small and live in it, even on your own land. Well, why? Because they don't want too small. They want standard. Because standard is predictable. And predictable is profitable. Now let's talk about the land ownership illusion here. Because this one surprises a lot of people. You buy a piece of land, you think, well, I'm free. I can live how I want. Then reality shows up. There's septic requirements, building codes, inspections, utility rules, permits, fees. And you don't own freedom there. You're buying a piece of responsibility inside a framework. And if you step outside that framework, you get corrected real quick. So you really need to do your research on the land you're looking to purchase. I made a video about this the other day. All
right. Job chapter 5, verse 22. You already said permits, all that, man. You're going to have to deal with all that licensing. And it's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to renew your license because you're going to need to take the charagma. Or Esau might roll out something with similar to the CVID. You might roll out something similar to that where you got to get a QR code. You already know that's going to lead digital. You might have to get digital ID. The UK already passed that, man. Different nations are passing different things because they're testing different things, guys. So when the real thing happens, they just going to drop it all at once. You know what I'm saying? Esau going to drop it. And when I say drop it all at once, it's going to be this after this after this after that. Esau going to just drop everything at once. He going to let everybody do what they do against each other. Then he's going to offer a solution. Then he's going to do a false flag. Like, that's how Esau does his things. Okay? Right? Esau got chaos in South America. Then he got people protesting in Europe. Then he got the governments collapsing in Asia. Then he got mass immigration to have immigrants and the regular people, the regular citizens fight each other and distract each other while he passing the laws, while he's sleeping things under the rug, while he's transferring money into different accounts. Okay, guys, that's how Esau be moving, man. He's sneaky like that. Job chapter 5, verse 22. At destruction and famine, those shall laugh. So right now, because the famine's getting ready to come. Like, we're slightly in a famine, but not fully. And with these gas prices being affected, guys, don't be surprised. Esau says, oh, You know, the truckers are struggling. Guys, it's always gas first, guys. Then it's diesel, and then it's nothing left. Okay? There's nothing left, man. Right? Don't be surprised he's still talking about, oh, we can't bring the trucks. Oh, even the boats, too. The boats run on fuel, guys. So when Esau talk about fuel, the boats don't have enough fuel because we're on tariffs and shortages, and we can't yeah, don't be surprised, guys. Don't be surprised. And shoot, we might come out of this. You know, this shit might drop. The gas price might drop back. We might go back to a little bit of normalcy. But this is just a sneak peek of what the real thing's getting ready to happen, guys. Even if this does go back normal for a little minute, the Lord is showing us a sneak peek. This is a sign, guys. It says that destruction and famine, those shall laugh, neither shall they be afraid of the beasts of the earth, right? Because in those times, people are going to be in the wilderness, guys. They're going to be in the wilderness, guys. People are going to be in the wilderness. People are going to be getting eaten by animals. People are going to be getting eaten by other people, guys. All right? Y'all got to remember that, man. Verse 23, for those shall be in league with the stones, meaning the wilderness. Some brothers gonna be living in the wilderness. You might be living all the way up in the mountains, because a lot of people gonna try to retreat to the mountains, but the mountains is also cold, guys. There's a lot of mountains in America, just so you guys know. Okay, especially like Central, I believe it's Central, what is it called? Central America. I'm pretty sure, right? I think that's Colorado, Utah, Minnesota, those cold places. Yeah, they got mountains up there, guys. So a lot of people are going to try to go up there to avoid famine, but they're going to die in the process. They're going to die trying to go up to mountains. No 911, no resources, can't hunt. Yeah, it's going to be over with. And us brothers, we ain't going to have to do all that walking a lot of times. Some brothers just going to get beamed to a next spot. Beam to that city, beam to that city, beam to that city, beam to that wilderness, beam to this wilderness. Some brothers might be in South America. Some brothers might be teleported out of America. They might be in New York, and the Lord might teleport them into South America. And that's the faith, guys. We believe that because the scriptures told us that, man. The Lord told us he'd protect us. That's part of that spiritual power. Part of that spiritual power is you getting beamed around by a chair. A chair might beam you out of danger. Your city's overrun. Right? They say, oh, there's a mass sickness. Come to your near FEMA camp. And at the FEMA camps, word's spreading fast. Yo, they're injecting people with things. They put this like device in them. You're gonna hear some shit like that. That's your cue, man. You might send up a prayer, the Lord gonna beam you out of there, man. Some brothers gonna be cast into prison. And being cast into prison, they might have to be a martyr. Or the Lord might have it to where, just like I think it was Paul and Silas when they went to prison, and they got I might be wrong with that one. I think it was Paul and Silas or another prophet, but they went to prison and the shackles dropped and they walked out free. The Lord might give you spiritual power. You just free everybody out that FEMA camp, man. These are the times we get ready to get into, man. It's gonna be some scary times, but some beautiful times. So being in league with the stones, being one with the wilderness. We're not going to have no problem with no bugs, no animals. Ain't none of that, man. Ain't no bear going to come eat a member of the elect. That ain't going to happen. Okay? Stones of the field, right? Why would we league and stone of the field? Shoot, you never know. The Lord might teleport a brother into the wilderness and he plant crops. Or you might be eating berries and they might be poisonous, but the Lord unpoisons it for you. Things like this going to happen, guys. I'm telling you. The Lord might give you a can of beans and that lasts you for 3 days. You're not even gonna be carrying a lot of food around because you might be on the run, like you on foot, right? The Lord gonna give you a can of beans that might last you for a week. You might eat it once and you're just good. You don't feel nothing for the rest of the week. You don't have no hunger, no thirst, no nothing. You might find a creek that might last you 2 weeks. You just drinking out of it one day. You're like, oh, it's like 2 days go by. You're like, yo, I'm not even thirsty. Like your mind's not even on the water because you over focusing on other things. You over there praying. You doing your thing. Miracles like that's getting ready to happen, man. Right? It's not all we're gonna be carrying a whole bunch of food on us. No, the Lord might preserve you where you eat once every 4 weeks in the time. We don't know how long that is. How long a hell's gonna be broken loose, but shit like that's getting ready to happen, man. Where it's gonna be the Lord gonna preserve you in that manner. You might eat once every 4 weeks. You're not even hungry. You might have drank water twice while shit hits the fan. You're not even thirsty. The Lord just preserving you, man. Right? They call that God stamina. Really. Right? Go read them comic books. Like, you can run and you never get tired. Yeah, that's what the scriptures tell you, that they shall run, they shall never be tired. They shall mount their wings as eagles, and they shall fly. Some brothers just gonna fly city to city. Some brothers might pick up another brother. Like, yo, man, these are the miracles that get ready to happen, man. And the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Ain't no animal gonna come eat us, come bite us up and all that. We're not gonna fight none of that, man. We ain't gonna deal with none of that, man. The elect ain't gonna deal with none of that, man. Alright? The only matter we probably gonna taste death in is if we deal with the Karagma. And there's no way out. We sent up prayers and the Lord just has it where we're a martyr. And we'll gladly take that, because we're going to be taken away from the destruction to come. We're going to be risen right back up. Right? Verse 24, last verse. And those shall know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace. We're going to be in peace. They're going to be in turmoil. They're going to be in fucking in distress, stress, depression. Some of these people gonna die straight from depression, guys. They're gonna die from straight grief. They're gonna see their family get deleted in front of them. They're gonna see their kid get kidnapped. They can't do nothing about it. They're gonna see their family starve to death. Like the movie The Mist, right? At the end of the movie The Mist, I'm just gonna spoil it. The end of the movie The Mist, it's an old movie, by the way. But the dude, what did the dude do? The Edomite dude. Because that's a lot of them do. They like committing suicide and shit. The dude had everyone kill each other in the car, and then he was about to go next, and boom, the mist was over. They started cleaning up all the monsters and shit. Alright? A lot of people just gonna try and commit suicide. And the Lord gonna preserve them too. They're gonna try to jump off a building. They're gonna feel every ounce of it, not even die. Scriptures talk about this, man. And those shall visit thy habitation and shall not sin. Right? We're gonna be chilling, man. A lot of brothers gonna be chilling that time, man. Some brothers gonna get spiritual power, not even just some physical spiritual power, but the spiritual power just to eat. Or you might have spiritual power where the Lord just gonna preserve you, man. Like I said, through spirit. You might drink water once every 3 weeks. I swear, man. The Lord's gonna have that happen. And think about it too, brothers. We do the high holy days, like we do the Day of Atonement. So I know a lot of brothers be fasting because they care about their health so much. They take care of the tabernacle. So think about us. We're not on the level of these people, man. These people eat every day. They're always eating. They need all their luxuries. Like we told you guys, y'all need those luxuries. You know, like the movie, that movie, Leave the World Behind. You know, but yeah, man. With that, man, let me go up praise on glory to Heavenly Father, Son, man. A little one, you guys are edified. It's a quick little video. I thought I would do a video on this guy. All right, good video. You guys can watch the rest. This is TikTok. All right, with that, I'm going to give up praise and glory to Heavenly Father, Son, Yahawashi. Until next time, I'm going to say shalom.